En esta ocasión tenemos un tema muy importante que es la responsabilidad social aquí en Cisco Live Latinoamérica 2017 y en esta ocasión está con nosotros Laura Quintana. Ella es VP for Cisco Corporate Affairs Global Field Organization. How are you?
Good, Aura. How are you doing?
Great. Is this your first Cisco Live?
It is my first Cisco Live here in LATAM.
Oh, really? Well, you have a very interesting topic about global responsabilization and what is it about? What is this about?
Sure. The topic in particular is around global problem solvers. And what really inspired us to focus on this area are the global challenges, almost overwhelming challenges that are being faced around the world, whether that be unemployment, to water scarcity, to poverty and income inequality, climate change, just to name a few. And we really believe that the technology that we use, the creative and innovative solutions that we come up with to help our customers grow their business are also solutions that we can use and leverage to solve global problems.
How do you define a global problem solver?
Great question. I get that asked quite a bit. Global problem solvers are individuals that innovate as technologists, they think as entrepreneurs, and they act as social change agents. So let me explain that a little bit. To innovate as a technologist, that means that an individual has acquired skills that will enable them to build networks, to securely connect devices, to develop applications, and to analyze data. And in terms of thinking as an entrepreneur, these are individuals that will apply innovative and creative thinking that will see challenges, these big challenges that I spoke about, that will see challenges as opportunities and that will look at things through the lens of how do you take an idea or a concept and make it a reality, take action. And with regard to acting as a social change agent, that's all about really wanting to make a difference in this world and wanting to make a positive impact on people's lives, whether it's at a global, regional, or even local level. And so I truly believe that anyone can be a global problem solver.
And how is Cisco empowering these global problem solvers?
Well, we empower global problem solvers in multiple ways. One way in particular is that we invest in nonprofits. We specifically invest in nonprofits that see technology and digital solutions as a way to drive greater productivity within their operations, as a way to grow their impact in terms of the number of people that they can reach. And in doing that, we're able to take what you might think of as a venture capital type of an approach, but in a philanthropic way in terms of helping these nonprofits thrive and achieve greater impact.
So one of the most visible ways Cisco is accelerating problem solving is through the Cisco Networking Academy. What is this concept about?
Sure, the Cisco Networking Academy is our flagship corporate social responsibility program. It's an IT and career building education program that currently operates in 180 countries. We provide e-learning curriculum, simulation software, assessments, and a learning management platform that allows us to scale and reach 1.3 million students every year. And to date, we have reached nearly 8 million students since the inception of the program.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So for those who aren't familiar, can you tell us a little more about Cisco Networking Academy program? What is it about? Who can apply to there?
Sure. The Networking Academy program partners with governments, academic institutions, and nonprofits around the world. And in particular, we look at education and learning from a lifelong learning approach, looking at and addressing both traditional education, so think of high schools, colleges, and universities, as well as non-traditional education. So in this case, you can consider community centers, prisons, second chance programs, where we're working with individuals and adults in some cases to acquire skills so that they can pursue careers in technology.
And how do you see their lives change?
Sure. I believe we're changing lives in so many different ways, and primarily because if you educate someone and help them develop skills that are relevant in the marketplace, it not only is a confidence booster because you're acquiring market relevant skills, but you're also able to make a difference and to get a job. And to give you some examples, in Latin America, in Colombia, we are working with military veterans. We are partnering with SENA and the Ministry of Defense to provide networking academy in their particular schools within, supported by SENA. And specifically what we're doing is we're helping these military veterans acquire skills that will prepare them for the digital economy and prepare them for the transition back into the civilian workforce. Another example is our work in prisons. And we work with prison systems, with ministries of justice around the world, and in Latin America in particular. We're working in Ecuador, in Peru, and in Brazil. And I am so touched by our work that we do in prisons because it really gives individuals a second chance. As I mentioned before, when you acquire digital skills, it's also about increasing your confidence and motivation. And when you help a prisoner or a former prisoner, once they get out of prison and they're able to get a job, you're reducing recidivism, reducing the chances of them going and repeating down the criminal path. And so that's good not only for them, it's good for society.
Can you tell me a challenge you have seen through this pattern that they need to resolve so they can integrate to the digital life and to reincorporate to the citizens and everything?
Sure. So I can share a couple of stories relative to individuals that have faced tremendous challenges and are using digital skills as a way to change their lives. One example is in Mexico. The Networking Academy is in Centros de Integración Juvenil, so those are youth integration centers. And these are centers targeting young people who have drug addiction or alcohol addiction. And the Networking Academy is being used as part of their therapy. They are acquiring digital skills, entrepreneurial skills, so that they can boost their confidence and integrate back into, once they complete their therapy, integrate into the workforce. And I was so touched to hear from patients there as well as their families on the difference that the Networking Academy program and the skills that they've acquired, the difference it's made in their lives. Truly has changed their lives and helped with their recovery. Another example that comes to mind is an individual. His name is Luis Alfonso from Monterrey, Mexico, and he's here today with us here at Cisco Live Latam. And Luis participated in a program at his local high school that we established in partnership with USAID, World Learning, and the Secretariat of Public Education in Mexico. And specifically, this program targeted border towns, Ciudad Juarez, Tijuana, and Monterrey, towns in which there were high incidences of crime, violence, a lot of drug cartel and gang activity, and in an opportunity to provide young people with a safe place where they could continue their studies and acquire skills that would help them be career ready. The Networking Academy offered both skills in networking and IT essentials, as well as entrepreneurial skills. And in Luis Alfonso's case, it really did make a difference in his life. He was able to start a small business with a few of his classmates, and did that for about half a year. And through that experience was able to get a full-time job. And he now works for an IT services company in which he is using his networking and IT skills as an IT administrator to thrive in the digital economy.
Yeah, that's amazing. So this year, one of the topics are IT superheroes. So do you think the Network Academy is creating these IT superheroes in a way?
Absolutely, and these are IT superheroes that are addressing business challenges, they're addressing global challenges, and I could tell you that around the world, ministries of education see the opportunity that digitization is bringing to transform how children are taught and to incorporate new skills into the curriculum. In particular, we are working with ministries of education in several places. I'd like to highlight that in Costa Rica, we're working with the Ministry of Education in the technical schools, in over 100 of the technical schools there, to ensure that our curriculum is integrated into their program so that once students complete the program, they have skills in order to pursue careers in technology. We're also working with the Ministries of Education in Peru and in Mexico. And in the Peru example, I'm excited to share that Peru is the country with the largest number of networking academy students in the world. There are 250,000 students in Peru as of last year, and we're doing great work with the Ministry of Education in terms of aligning to their digital agenda and ensuring that we're addressing areas such as digital literacy, entrepreneurial skills, so that we're helping to develop the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs in the digital space.
And how can people find out more about Network Academy? Can you tell us, please?
Sure. The way people can find out more, it's pretty easy. Go to www.netacad.com/20 years, although I might need to double check that. I think it's /20, and you'll learn more about the Networking Academy. You'll learn that we are celebrating our 20-year anniversary with the program, and quite excited about that and the impact that we're having around the world.
Well, congratulations for those 20 years. It's amazing the labor you are creating with this Network Academy. Thank you very much for your time. Nosotros despedimos así a Laura y bueno, si quieren saber más del tema del Network Academy, que está muy interesante, ingresen a la página que comentó, saldrá probablemente aquí en las plecas, y recuerden seguir la conversación en redes sociales usando el hashtag Cisco en vivo y seguirnos en Instagram, en Facebook, en Twitter con el usuario Cisco Live Latam en nuestras redes sociales. Continuamos aquí transmitiendo desde Cancún.